Hey, you like that up there? Yeah, get that, zoom it in, yeah. You want one of those? Go subscribe to Moto Academy, yeah.
Hello, Guten Morgen. Long time no see. I've been way too busy to go to the dirt bike track or to film any YouTube videos, but today, my good friend Tyler Stepek sent me a text at 7:30 this morning, surprisingly. Didn't know Tyler got up at that time. And said he's going to Tomahawk, so I'm loading up and I'm gonna go to the dirt bike track. Okay, well, bye Doug. Bye Doug Mom. Being a bunch of deadbeats watching YouTube. All right, head to the track, let's roll. Taking the Alta today, seeing as how this is the only dirt bike I own. And I'll explain that, guys, to you here in a minute, what my situation has been looking like, but I'm gonna load the Alta up using carabiner. Loaded it up and headed to the track. Quick update for you guys, those of you that are probably wondering what the heck has been going on in my life, quite a bit. So I announced the partnership with Jet Lawrence, which, before I even go any further, thank you guys very much for the support and everybody that has been early adopters of the Moto Academy. You all are awesome. This app is so cool, and having Jet a part of it, and the plan is to just roll out more and more athletes within the app. It's going to be really, really cool. It's a ton of hard work. I wake up every single morning and respond to everybody's messages within the app. They send riding footage. It's basically like it's like a one-on-one instruction via app. The user interface is awesome. The app is in the App Store, Apple App Store. It's in the Google Play Store here shortly. So go to themotoacademy.com and subscribe to the club before December 18th, and you guys will be automatically entered to win a 2022 Honda 250F that Jet is buying for one lucky winner, and then also a trip to Jet's hometown to train, and this is Jet Lawrence, by the way, I don't know if I explained that. Trip to Jet Lawrence's hometown to train with Jet and myself and hang out for the day. So we will pick two winners at the end of this giveaway. It cuts off December 18th. We'll announce the winners Christmas Eve, December 24th, live within the app. So I'm pumped for that. If you subscribe, you're automatically entered. Once you are subscribed, you have access to an exclusive shop where we have Jetson X Moto Academy apparel. Really cool merch drop within that is exclusive only to subscribers. Every dollar you spend inside of the app is an additional entry. So spend $100 on a cool hoodie, a beanie, a t-shirt, whatever you want to get in there. The straps I just showed you guys, tie downs, you name it, we probably have it in there. And you get additional entries towards both of those giveaways. So anyway, that's been taking up a ton. My arm is so tired, switching arms. That has been taking up a ton of my time, as you can imagine. Just getting the launch ready to go and getting everything ready for that has been intense. And then once it released early last week, just kind of doing all the media and everything that involves, while simultaneously doing and working on another huge project that I haven't announced to you guys yet. So I should be announcing this next thing to you all here in hopefully the next 2 weeks. And little hint, it has something to do with Supercross. So very exciting, a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of time, but all good, all good. That kind of catches us up to why I have had no YouTube videos, which sucks because like the ultimate rollout of this would have been to launch the Jet video and then to have some really cool follow-up content and be consistent right after the launch with Jet, but that's just not how it worked out. Like I had nothing. He's been so busy testing the new 22 race bike, bouncing back and forth between Florida and California, that it just wasn't possible to get any content with him. It wasn't possible to get any content with myself because I was just too busy. So frustrating, but I should be able to get some cool stuff today. And then once I start training for Supercross, if I ever get a dirt bike, that's another update. I'm waiting for Hondas. So, oh wait, have I told you guys officially that I'm riding Honda? So I'm riding Honda. I'm waiting for them. This is the problem. So as far as I know, Honda is getting me some bikes. The problem is they have to find where to get them from because nobody's got bikes right now, and this is a problem. I was really hoping that I'd be able to train before Supercross, like proper, and it's looking less and less like that will happen. So I don't know if the move is to skip the first few rounds until I'm ready, or to just show up and race my way into shape, assuming I even have a bike by Anaheim. And I'll just keep you guys updated on the process. I mean, other than things that are and have to be top secret and confidential, I am riding for Fox now. As of this video being shot, I have not technically signed with Fox yet, but everything is basically all but said and done with that, which is super cool. Fox was one of those things that, like, it's almost like looking at an athlete that has a Red Bull helmet in a sense. Like if a pro is riding for Fox, it's almost impossible to get sponsored by Fox. Kind of same thing with Alpine Stars too. And as you guys know, I was always struggling with the Alpine Star sponsorship because I just had beat up boots the whole time. So this Fox thing should be very cool. I think they align very well with our vision of the Moto Academy, and so doesn't Honda. I think that in the next couple of years that these two brands are going to just align amazingly well with Moto Academy and everything that we have to offer inside of the app, just the live classes, everything that the Moto Academy has, including the other thing that I'm working on right now. Okay, so I'm sure you're sick of me yapping. I'm headed to the track today. I have the Alta. I'm pulling through a drive-through. I'm getting Chick-fil-A because I'm an athlete. I mean, that's the only explanation really for that. Going to get me some chicken minis with a yogurt parfait and one Chick-fil-A sauce and water, and we'll be ready to rip. That's all I need. I had a Black Rifle coffee this morning. Just had a Zoom call with Black Rifle yesterday, and it looks like I'm re-signing with them for 2022 and beyond, which is awesome. Black Rifle guys are super, super cool. Like, I sometimes feel like I'm out of the loop because I'm not a military guy. I know a lot about it, but when I hang out with those guys, it is all military guys. So like, I kind of feel a little bit insecure in a sense, but they're super kind-hearted, and just like everything they do is, they just try to give back, really. I mean, and that's sort of what I do with the Moto Academy. So, love that. Also, they are signing a huge name, and I probably can't say that, but that's all I'll say. So, you guys will know that news very soon, which is going to align super nicely with what I have going on as well. Okay, bring the Alta to the track, have it in the back. Can I just say, I'm yapping like crazy this morning. It's because I drank that Black Rifle way too quick. That's why I'm just fully torqued. Going riding with the Alta is so simple. So simple. I just flick the thing on and it just chugs right up the ramp. I don't have to do any air filter, no oil, no anything. I don't have to worry about putting gas in it. I just turn it on and I just go and ride it. When I get done, I spray it off and throw it in the garage and lube the chain, and I am good. Oh, it's so easy. So easy. I know you guys are sick of me talking about electric. I will always still ride 2-stroke, 4-stroke, anything with 2 wheels, anything with 4 wheels for all I care. I mean, anything with a motor, electric, gas, it doesn't matter. It's all fun to me. I will ride it all. So, gonna go to the track today with the Alta. Tyler's going to be there, and he hasn't ridden it yet. So I'm gonna get his raw reaction, which I think will be funny, and then we'll just figure out what to shoot. Should be a fun day. Why isn't your dirt bike together?
Just looking at it.
Looks ready. Oh, sick. Dang. Freaking logo everywhere. I like it.
Oh yeah. Wait,
was this your race bike? Oh, we got it on
right
the side.
there.
Was this the outdoor race bike?
Yep.
Sick.
Looking a little
Suspension
rough.
looks stiff.
Yeah, it's the new A kit.
Okay, I gotta explain this. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't technically sign the Fox deal yet, but it's a done deal. The bummer is, look I just had this pretty, like the sickest Black Rifle helmet painted. The Moto Academy on the back, Coffee or Die on this side. Like, this thing is so cool, but it's an Arai, so I can't wear it now. And do I have to give it away to somebody? No, I'm gonna hang that up on the wall. But the big thing, I was Alpine Star guy my entire life. So I'm now switching to these Fox boots. I will give you guys, have you ridden with Fox boots before?
No.
We'll see. We will see. They're definitely not as stiff as the Alpine Stars. And they're way lighter. I think I'll like them. Roosting me. Coach Tyler. Coach Tyler.
Ryder Lucas here.
How goes it?
Working on this left-hander.
What are you working on specifically?
I'm trying to get him to stand up deeper into it
Okay.
and sit down coming out, but feet on the pegs.
How do you feel?
Okay.
So I'm just overseeing. Coach Tyler's brand new at this.
Brand
Is he
new.
a decent coach? Is he better than me? He's better than me? Oh, all right.
Oh.
Trying to groom Tyler into certified Moto Academy coach. That would be the goal. He never wanted to do it because he was afraid to talk to people. Now, hopefully.
Strictly one-on-one.
How old are you now?
21.
21. He's getting there. He's at that age where he's ready. He's got to start training. Start with the one-on-one sessions. That's how I started. And then you get to small groups and then large groups.
I need to ask you a question.
Okay, yeah.
Off camera.
Off camera, off the record.
camera.
Okay.
Off camera. Would you use a cone to help show him
Yeah, of
the
course.
point when to sit down?
Yeah, that's what so I would normally use a cone for when, a couple things, either when to sit or when to get off the brakes is what
when
I
he comes
usually,
in,
yep,
sometimes he gets a little aggressive with the back brake
yep.
and slides it. So I told him it'd be best to just practice this corner, just not at speed, just coming in like at a coasting speed, just to get the standing up to sitting down. Like,
So what I would say is do no rear brake at all.
no rear brake at all.
That way you're not overriding it and you're just trying to hit it clean. Like when I was doing on the Alta, I was trying to get off the rear brake real early. I was getting off the rear brake. See that white sprinkler head?
Yeah.
Like 3/4 of the way down the straightaway?
Yeah.
Right, trying to point on the camera. I was off the rear brake all the way back there. Because what that would do is that would make it so that I didn't slide right when I was trying to get settled into the turn. If you're still on the rear brake, which I'm guessing this is what you were doing, if you were still on the rear brake deep into the first part of the corner here, it's just gonna delay the turning process. You have to be off of it early so you can start the lean early and your corner can begin at the beginning of the turn, not halfway through the turn. And the best drill for that is just don't use rear brake at all.
Would
Yeah?
you prefer standing up the whole time
Sure.
as practice?
This is what I always do. If somebody's really screwing something up,
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance. You looked pretty good when I saw you do it. Depending on how you think somebody looks and how many mistakes they're making, just keep backing up and simplifying it as much as possible. So what I always say is, like, if somebody's like, holy crap, I can't get through this rut at all, then just have them do it stand up only.
Okay.
Stand up only, no clutch, no brake, nothing.
All right.
And then you start adding things in.
All right.
Just always think how can you simplify it the most.
So I think it's best that we should just simplify this.
Yeah, start there, and if he gets it dialed
Standing
quickly, then you can start adding things to
So
that.
let's hit this corner standing up, no brake, nothing. Just come down. Good. Don't race into it. Just stand up coming down and stand up coming out the whole way.
Your
Don't worry
goal?
about jumping that either.
Your goal should be to get on the throttle as early as you possibly can in the corner. Now, that doesn't mean wide open. That could mean 5% throttle, barely any, but try to start as early as possible and stay in the rut the whole time. That rut is going to keep getting better and better as you hit it too. You'll get good at this quick, because it's easy once you know how to, like, always think simplifying it. Because even if they're a high level rider, doesn't matter. I guarantee
you could always practice standing up, I feel like.
I remember I was doing a section here with students on a day when Runkles was here.
And you helped Runkles out, right?
Yeah, remember I don't know if you were here or not. He was dragging the rear brake really, really deep, and it was screwing up his turn. And I said, hey, try not touching the rear brake at all. And he came and flew through it. He's like, oh yeah, you're right.
His feet are actually really good. Oh,
did I hear rear brake?
Say it's a 2-hour lesson.
Yep.
How would you break the lesson down? A warm up at the beginning?
Warm up at the beginning for 5-10 minutes, no instruction. And then have either them pick a section, or if you notice something that's very obvious.
He picked this section. He wanted to hit this corner.
Or if you notice something very obvious in the warm-up, then pick a section for what you think will be helpful. And then I find that usually 1 hour per section goes pretty quickly. That was better. But he starts hip thrusting the handlebars.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna show you riding around this corner what you start looking like and then what you end up looking like. When you stand up, how do you feel?
Good.
It feels normal?
Yeah.
Okay. You're slightly big on this bike, so it's more difficult for you to get into the right position when you're bigger on a bike, but it's not impossible. Like, I could get into a perfect attack position on a stock KLX 110. So you could do it on is this an 85 or Super Mini?
85.
85. So just watch what my hips look like, where my knees end up when I come through here. Get off your brake. See how my heel is dropped and my ankles are flexed and my knees are back? You look at what that does to my hip. It allows my butt to go back instead of my hips thrusting forward. It all starts with the feet, but then your knees are important. And it all kind of like, it starts here and then it goes feet, knees, hips. If your feet are in the wrong spot, your knees are going to be too far forward, and then your hips are going to be like locked forward and thrusted towards the handlebars. And that's not always what you look like, but when you get to the turn, that's what you look like. You know what this video can end up as?
What?
Oh, a private lesson episode.
Yeah, because you're giving me a lesson.
I haven't done one of those in a long time. Private lesson teacher edition. All right, let's see. Elbow's great. Oh, 100 times better. 100 times better. He knows what to do. He just, you're right.
When he goes out, he throws it all the way, and I think he just goes for like speed, which I like speed, but.
You like speed?
I love speed.
Once he does this 5-6 times consistent, then you can say, okay, let's now get you practicing the transition to sitting down. Right. Still no rear brakes, still try to keep it as simple as possible. Like, that looks good.
Yeah. Like 3 more times.
Hopefully this sounds fine with the wind. Nice. It's always going to feel like you're getting off the rear brake too early when you do it the right way. But what it will do is it just forces you to commit to the lean a little bit earlier and to roll the throttle on a little bit earlier. It'll feel weird, but when you get good at it, it creates a flow instead of a stop and go. Because if you drag the rear brake late, like you have the habit of doing, watch how easy it is to make the mistake of doing this. Watch this. So you end up playing that game of skid, 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 stop, 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 and then go, and that's how hooks form in ruts. That's why at local tracks you have those hooks in ruts. Instead of on the throttle early, even if it's 5, 10, 15, 20% throttle at most, just roll that throttle on, creates a smooth corner, you're not hanging on for dear life. Oh, by the way, Fox boot review. I like them.
I just looked up on YouTube how to take it off, and they said that was the easiest.
So the Alta doesn't have a shift lever. I don't have an idea of how it shifts, because that's a big factor, but it seems like these boots have a small enough toe box, so I'm sure it'd be fine. Really good grip on the foot peg, so I like that. Great flexibility as far as the ankles, being able to drop your heels. Now I don't know, like when these things get worked in, is it going to be too much? Maybe, but overall I like them, and I've been Tech 10 since I was 9 years old, riding a KX65. So I've been Alpine Star Tech 10s forever, and I tell you what, first day in these, so far so good. I like them. So that's wrapping up our video of training the trainer, episode 1 of trainer teaching.
Training a trainer.
Other than Jet Lawrence being inside the Moto Academy, this might be the next guy in there. And ooh. Tyler, the plan for Tyler hopefully is that he's going to take on my East Coast clientele for private lessons. Holy freaking wind. Did it? Oh yeah. I was trying to just save my lens. He's going to take over all my private lesson clientele and small groups. And then we're working him into the bigger classes, because he can ride like none other. We just got to teach him how to talk. I need to use my words. He's got to use his words. All right, well, sign off for this video.
All right, like, subscribe. Yep. Subscribe, like, toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Perfect. Toodles.